Yo everybody, welcome back to Kiesel News. To start off today, we have the announcement of a new Marvel game. I know we just got news on 1943, that Hydra game, but now we have news on an Overwatch-like Marvel game. So that screams to me like live service. So we'll see if it ends up being worse than Marvel's Avengers. But honestly, I think it looks better. For one, there's a lot more characters aside from just the base Avengers, and then they added like Black Panther and Hawkeye after. There's like a whole roster. Groot's there, Spider-Man's already there, voiced by Yuri Lowenthal too. So is this canonically the same Spider-Man as Insomniac? What? No, obviously not. One thing I will point out is that a lot of the voices do sound similar to the MCU's, particularly Loki's and Groot's especially. That's pretty much all that really stands out about Marvel's rivals so far, though. So, to go to our next story, it actually kind of follows up what I mentioned yesterday with Timothée Chalamet and Tom Cruise taking those first look deals. Ryan Gosling is also doing one with Amazon. So, while Amazon will have monopoly over him, I do think that he is kind of balancing it out because he's making a new production company with Jesse Henderson where they're going to make a whole bunch of different unique movies with different partners and different genres. So he's at least helping build the movie industry up away from just like blockbusters and moving it to a more unique standpoint. So it's better than Tom Cruise and Timothée Chalamet just basically becoming slaves to one company, or at least giving priority to one. Next up, I'd like to call out Dexerto journalism. Like, why are they reporting on an obviously fake Breaking Bad sequel leak? They posted a tweet that said, "Oh, it has now been officially debunked that the Breaking Bad sequel is in the works," when the original poster was just a random ass Facebook account. So I guess I could just go on Facebook, post the Breaking Bad 2 Return of Flynn image, and Dexerto would be like, "Oh, it appears it's confirmed that we're getting a Breaking Bad sequel," and then 5 hours later pump out another tweet saying, "Oh, it's actually confirmed that it's not happening." Like, come on, man. Basically, in a nutshell, follow Kiesel News, not Dexerto. Kiesel News is the only place where you get bad puns and bad jokes thrown into your news. Next up, 3 new roles have been confirmed for the Among Us series. First, we have Liv Hewson as the Black crewmate, and the only thing that I know them for after looking through their filmography is Yellow Jackets, so I guess that bodes well for them, but I haven't heard of anything else that they've been in. We have the Cyan crewmate, who is played by Kimiko Glenn. It appears that she has mostly just been in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse / Across the Spider-Verse, but she has also been in Orange is the New Black, actually played a really major role, and also was in We Bare Bears and the Ice Poseidon Show. Recently this year, she was in Has Been Hotel, so really all over the place, especially with live action and animation as well. So I'm actually excited to see this. She was also in the movie Nerve. It was this bad Netflix movie, but it's actually one of the movies that I remember fondly because of my experience with it with my family just laughing at it. So yeah, honestly, I'm excited by this casting announcement. Now lastly, we have Blue crewmate Dan Stevens. Dan Stevens actually has a pretty big career from what I can see, but it's not really anything that I'm interested in. Seems like it's a lot of stage work as well. He was most recently in the new Godzilla X Kong movie that's coming out. He was in Boy and the Heron. He seems like a film bro type actor, so maybe if you're a film bro, you've seen some of these movies more so than me. So be sure to leave in the comments below if you think he's a good choice for the Among Us series. For our last story today, GameStop is cutting jobs. This actually surprised me because I thought GameStop was already dead in the water ages ago. Like here in Canada, we barely even have any. At least where I live in Canada, our major hub was High Tech Game Traders, and unfortunately, there's only one left, I believe. All the other locations have shut down, and it's a similar situation to GameStop in the US, I assume. I believe we do have a few GameStops here, and they're still open, but I've never been inside one, unfortunately. But I know that they were falling for years and years, and it makes me scared for the future of physical games. Without these game stores, it makes it way less of an event to just go pick up a game at like a mall or something. That's the only other place I could think of. And it's just like, why would I go into town then? I'll just buy a digital copy. When that's not what the spirit of buying games should be about. I always enjoyed going and browsing and seeing what the stores had, and now that might not be an option for a lot of people. And it's just unfortunate.